Okie dokie. Doing the electrical portion of a 1980s home today. One of the things that I'm going to put down is I do not like the function of this light. There's no defined position when the light comes on. So it's pretty vague inside there. That's going to go in my report. The second thing is we're missing a dead front cover on this timer box for the pool. Whenever I see scorching on electrical fixtures, that definitely goes in. This is not the way that you secure a panel cover. I check for scorching whenever I see paper inside a panel. There's no signs of that. This is actually insect damage. The other thing I see here is that's a pretty awful looking schedule for these breakers. You need to have clear definition as to what these breakers serve. No signs of scorching. You can't really tell on this video here, but these are copper leads. And that's copper service coming in. However, what I see here I see double lugged neutral wires. That's a no-no. We don't do that. I guess someone finally read the instructions on an electric panel cover, because for years people were doing this, or they were intermixing them with ground wires. And their rationale was they're all going to the same place, so why not mix them together? But the manufacturers specify that those are not to be intermixed with one another. So that'll definitely go in as a summary item in my report. And I do put that in as a safety hazard, because the ultimate issue with that is overheating, scorching. Other than that, this panel looks really clean. But we've got some things that need to be done. One of the things that I am known for is if I find a small issue along the way, I will actually try and repair it as best I can. I found out what the issue was with this door was that this guy was actually jammed inside. I'm going to take a pair of pliers, just kind of bend this around a little bit, try and clean this up with a flat tip screwdriver, and see if I can get the door latch to actually work on this panel cover. I hate putting stupid stuff in reports. And if I can fix something minor like this along the way, absolutely. I want to go ahead and share with you how I managed to keep the agents that I have, pick up new ones along the way, and clients. I went ahead and repaired this latch for the door. There's one less thing I need to put into the report. The seller went ahead and updated the panel schedule. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to let you count how many seconds this takes me. Look at that. It's these little things that you do as an inspector, which helps you keep your agents, the ones that you got. Let's put it up high here. I cleaned off that spot, but we'll put it up nice and high here. And I think this time around, since the actual panel cover stays shut, we don't have to worry about this one getting wet and rotting out. And look at that. So there are two less items that I'm putting into my report: the door latch and the schedule for the breakers. This creates less work for me, and this keeps both agents happy. As a matter of fact, while I was inside, the listing agent asked me for my information. Anyway, see ya.